In today's video, you join me with the Vauxhall Corsa C for a bumper replacement tutorial. I'm going to show you guys how to remove and replace the rear bumper. So, let's crack on with it. The Vauxhall Corsa C, rear bumper removal and replacement. I can talk, promise. Right guys, dead simple on this. So you've got, start from below. You could jack the car up, we don't really need to. There's only two little plastic clips here. Them awkward little plastic rivet clips, so you get a flat screwdriver and you pop the middle of the clip out and the rest of it comes out. I'm sure you've seen them before. As you can see, both of them on this car are missing, but trust me, they should be there. I think that's it. It's on the other end. I think that is it. Just the two underneath. Right, on the arches, as you can see here, someone's done a very professional job screwing a fillet screw straight through, so obviously I'll get that, but that shouldn't be there on your car. There is a little nut of some sort that separates these two, so they're not connected when you try and pull the bumper off. Feels like a 10mm or an 8, I don't know. I'll just change to a light now and try and show you on the camera. You can see 4 plastic bolts which are nicely rounded on this car. They'll be fun to get out. If they're a bit knackered like these, you've got 2 options. You can try and get a pair of grips around them and sort of grip the outside, or because of the plastic, get a little hacksaw blade and cut a straight slit into it, and then you can put a flat screwdriver in it and use that to undo it, and you've got a sort of a permanent fix then for future reference. But yeah, if you get the 2 sides of each quarter off first, under the arches that I've just shown you, make sure the 2 rivets underneath are done, and then do these 4 last. I'd recommend do the 2 middle ones and then these 2. It shouldn't just fall off, it should all be clipped on. So you should be able to undo everything and the bumper still stay in place. Now, bear in mind, you've got, do we have a fog light? No, got no lights there, just the reflectors. You've got 2 lights for the reg plate lights though, so there will be some wires connected. So when you get to the point of it being loose, don't just rip it off. You know, have wires connected. They'll just be on a clip of some sort on the back, but as soon as I get to that, I'll show it you and how to get it off. So, sizes for these, I mean, I can't tell by looking because of that mashed up. It looks like it was a Torx bit, I don't know, probably a T40 or something, or it's just sort of a standard Allen key. But I really can't tell you on this one, guys. I'm sorry about that, because as you can see, there is no, you can't even see the shape of it, let alone what size it might be. See a bit there, it looks like it would have been a Torx bit. But anyway, I'll get some grips out, get them off, and we'll whip the bumper off and show you. And then just quickly show you how to clip it back on into place. It's quite a simple job. Definitely something you can all do yourselves at home. So let's crack on with that. So, as just mentioned, I've got just a section of hacksaw blade. I mean, you could use an actual full hacksaw, you know. Don't scrimp too much. But yeah, I've just got a bit of blade I've found. And just cut a little slot into it, as you can see. You know, I didn't go too deep. You don't want to cut right through the bolt. And then it's able to get a fairly big flat screwdriver. Which, as you can see, works just fine. So I'm just have to go along and do that. And now, once you've made the slice too, you know, that's permanent, so you can always get these in and out with your flat screwdriver now, rather than stressing about it, because all the ends are messed up. So yeah, it's how to get these out if you're struggling. It won't take you 5 minutes then. I'll get the rest of these out, and then we'll unclip it off and have a look. So, the bumper's disconnected, guys. As you can see here, I've separated these 2 plastics. So this is how it works, just so you can see, so you know what you're pulling apart. Obviously that goes under, that overlaps, and that screw you've just undone that I've just shown you goes through. In both cases, the screw's still there for the record, they've just popped off anyway. Which, if you look in the forums, it'll tell you that they don't really hold it very well. which is why I think someone's done this on this side and put 2 fillet screws in to hold it together. But yeah, I've got it loose now. Your 4 bolts are off along there. Like I say, the 2 rivets in the bottom I showed you first, they're off. So we should just be able to work the bumper loose now. Now I'm literally just getting a hand, sort of where the bulky bit is, where the reg is, just get an hand on that and give it a bit of a shake as you pull it out, and it should all separate quite easy. Right, now as you can see, I've missed 2 screws. So at the bottom of your mud flap, there's a, is that a Phillips? Yeah, I think that's a Phillips. We'll have a look anyway on the camera. Yeah, it is just a Phillips screw. It is just a Phillips screw, he says, but it's also just very awkward to get to there, the wheel is. You need a stubby Phillips screwdriver, which I've got. So we'll just switch to some better light and I'll get the right tool for that. So, but while we're here, we'll just tilt it back down a bit. While we're here, and look for the wiring for the lights. You can see, got the 2 rear fog lights in the bumper and the lights for the registration plate in there, but they all wire to this one here. So you've got one connection here sort of on the left hand side at the back of the car, and then we can pull this clip up like so and separate that. So that's the wires disconnected, which just leaves those 2 screws in hanging. Obviously when you do this the right way around, I'll put a little note at the beginning of the video saying 2 screws in the arches, so you don't get to this point, because if you're on your own you're going to struggle now. You're going to have to screw it back together to hold it in while you take them back out down there. Luckily I've got someone with me to hold the bumper while we pull them out. So I'll get them out now. Like I say, stubby Phillips screwdriver. If you've really not got a stubby screwdriver, you might have to take the wheel off to get to it, which is a bit shit for 2 screws. But I'll have a look now anyway, I'll let you know. Right, this little bit down here is not a Phillips, it's a Torx 25 bit, a T25 bit. One of these little ones, as you can see here, which is good because it means you can actually get to it easy, because you can just put a bit in like this, stick a pair of grips on it or something to undo it, you know, with the back tyre. Although you will get your driver past the back of the tyre. If you look sort of there, you can go that way, past the back. So I'm going to get these 2 undone now, and then the bumper will definitely come off this time. Obviously, you want to do this first, but this is towards the end of the video, so I'll put a write up at the beginning. Hopefully make it clear so you don't miss this bit like I did. The bumper is off, as you can see. It literally just clips off once everything's undone properly. You literally just can pull it straight off. So now we get the bit. If you wonder why I keep opening this boot and having someone hold the boot open, it's because these gas struts are gone on them, which is going to be a future video coming soon, how to replace the boot struts. They're just completely gone. As I found out when I went to open it the other day, opened the boot, let go of it and stuck my head in, and it crashed back down onto my head. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So for putting the bumper back on, first thing you want to do is get your electrical connection back together before you sort of put it back in place, and then forget about it, put all your screws in and have to undo everything to do that electrical connection. Believe me, I've done it before. So, say you're one-handed and you're filming, it can still be done. So I'm going to just balance the bottom of the bumper on the crash bar, and then I can use one hand to get these. So that's that back together. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to use these top little screws as your sort of points of reference. So if you take the 2 holes at the top of the bumper there and line them up with these 2 threads sticking out, you know it's going to be roughly in the right position. Like so. Go. There we go. What I would do is, even if you just do it sort of finger tight, get one of these in for now, so it don't fall off on you. Don't tighten it all the way because we're going to make sure everything's clipped in around the sides and stuff first. But yeah, you can stick one in so far like that, just so you know it's not going to fall off. So if we come round to one side first, we're going to get these trims back tucked under like so. They should clip into a point like that, and then I can put my 2 dodgy screws back in, or if it's all come off properly for you, you can do your bolt on the back properly. Tuck this mudguard back in, which will line up your 2 screws that you should have took out at the beginning but you just took out last. So if you're just sort of flicking through the video before you do the job, for a quick recap, you've got the 2 screws on the the top of the arch, and you've got 1 T25 screw down here, sort of at the very bottom of the mud guard where it meets the bottom of the bumper, right underneath it there. You've got the 2 riveted plastic screws underneath in those holes, which are somewhere around there. There's 2 of them, one there, one a bit further along. You've got 4, again, I think they're meant to be Torx screws, but they're all mashed up because the plastic. 4 of those bolts across the top here, and the electrical connection, and that is everything to whip it off. But anyway, back to putting it back together, yeah. So we're gonna get this other side in, like so. That's clipped together. And then put the 2 bottom screws in and the 4 along the top, and that is your bumper back together, guys. I do hope you found this video useful. That's how to remove and replace the rear bumper on the Vauxhall Corsa C. You're of course watching One Life Cars. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you like this video or you found it useful, hit that thumbs up, guys, it helps a lot. But that's it from me today. Until tomorrow, thanks for watching and peace.